Hi, everybody. I'm happy to be here with Jan Trewartha. Jan is co-editor and lead author of Scars, Adhesions, and the Biotensegrity Body. She's founder and director of the British Fascia Symposium and the Fascia Hub. And this is a featured Trailblazer interview. Jan, you were one of our early members of Biotensegrity Trailblazers. And although you're not a member now, I'm just really excited to have you here to come and share with us your journey, all the great work you're doing with the Fascia Hub and elsewhere. Can you please give people a sense of your world now? Tell me one thing you love about what you're doing.
About the Fascia Hub. Well, firstly, I just want to say I may not be a member with you, but I keep an eye on you.
Ah.
And I'm constantly, I'm really engaged in what you do. And I see it and I get my little sutra emails every week, and I keep up to date. So, and I love what you're doing. So I'm really thrilled to be here. Thank you very much.
Oh, we're so happy to have you, Jan.
So, what do I like about what I'm doing? Well, I'm doing two things. I run body and harmony training and I teach light touch work globally. And then I'm also running the Fascia Hub and originally started the British Fascia Symposium, which went online in
Mhm.
2020 for obvious reasons. And we stayed mostly online. And I created the Fascia Hub because there was this huge sense of isolation. And I thought it's not just COVID. A lot of us as therapists work in isolation. I always have. I kept joining groups and teams. It never sort of worked out. I was always the only one in the building or something. And I thought there's something here about isolation. And and so I felt on that last day of the British Fascia Symposium online when everybody was going, don't go, don't go. What are we going to do without you? I sat in the garden in the following weeks and thought, we need a community. We really need a community. And that's what I love. I love about
Yeah.
it. I mean, you don't have to be a member. We've got hundreds and hundreds of members. But we don't have to be a member. I like you. I think it's really important to give um, free and open information as well. You do it on your website. I do it on my website. People don't have to be a member. They can just sign up, have the emails, follow, join in events, whatever. But the members just get a deeper dive.
Yeah. Yeah, and we are both you and I share that in common, this love of community. I know when we started the Biotensegrity parties with the Stephen M. Levin Biotensegrity Archive, you were there every week. I was there every week.
Guessing that was in COVID. Oh my God. It's
And
the
so
great.
many, we would talk for hours. So I hear you. I know exactly what you're talking about. So you were an active member of Biotensegrity Trailblazers during that time when we all had more time. And I wonder if you can take me back, if you can remember back then what was going on in your life. Was there something that made you think, okay, I'm gonna be a part of this smaller community? Because Trailblazers is kind of like the after party of the Biotensegrity Party. It's a smaller group, usually, and very conversation based.
Yeah, but it came first, didn't it? I mean, I met you when we were in Belgium at a Biotensegrity gathering, and you said what you were going to do, and you just put it out there and gave us the link, and you were doing it all on your own. And I
It
just
did
thought,
come
I
first,
have to
yeah.
support this amazing woman.
Yeah, no, that was
And then I
great.
stayed with you because I liked it.
Yeah, that was even before it was a membership, maybe. We may have been
Oh,
doing
just
Biotensegrity Book
no, I think
Club.
we gave you some money and you did things, and it's slowly grown to this amazing thing.
It
And
really
then
was an
it was you.
organic
It was or
process.
you were the inspiration for itself.
Aw,
But I did
aw.
stay with it because I was just starting to get the idea for my book on scars,
Mhm.
adhesions, and the biotensegrity body, and I I couldn't have written that without the people from that gathering. There were four in
Yeah,
particular who wrote chapters for us,
yeah.
and then other people who wrote less, smaller parts of the book. And I co-edited it with Sharon Wheeler, and I lead authored it. But I couldn't have done that without the Biotensegrity Gathering and without Trailblazers because I was learning all the time. I just didn't have a great deal of time once COVID was over because we all had to get out there and make a
Uh,
living suddenly,
yeah.
and everything had gone flat. But I did as much as I could, and I read, and the book clubs, I managed to read some of the books and join, even if I hadn't read the whole book. And I gleaned information. And
And
it
we
has
featured your
been a
book at
long
book club
time.
too.
Yeah, yeah, we did. You covered me in the book club as well. Yeah,
Mhm.
it took me a long time to get my head around biotensegrity, but yeah, it's just something I always instinctively understood as a therapist anyway.
Yeah.
And you were probably the main source, and then the biotensegrity tea parties came along during
Yeah.
COVID, didn't they? And so you two were the sources for information. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, now we're speaking about giving, and I just want to say that one of the things that excites me the most about what you're doing is you're really bridging the communities, the fascia community and the biotensegrity community. And I think it's great. I know that you've got some exciting things coming up. Super
So what
grateful
we've
for
got
that.
coming up on the 20th to the 22nd of March is a focus on biotensegrity weekend. So what we're doing on the Friday, the first thing is to lay the foundations. So people who don't know much about biotensegrity, or they do, and they really want to enhance their understanding, or they've got questions, they can join us that. And then you're being joined by
Bruna Petito and Susan Lowell de Solorzano for those videos and for Q&A for if people
yes,
would
and for
like to know what.
Q&A. So
Yeah.
there you get a little panel of people who are totally immersed in biotensegrity there to help with the questions. So that's Friday night, and that's free and open to everybody. And we're going to give you the link, I think, to go on and see what's going on and book whatever you want to
Yeah, we're
book.
going to put that in the comment section below this video, and I'm going to put it in
Yes,
my newsletter as well.
lovely, thank you. And then on the Saturday, 1700 to 1800, we have a members only webinar. So this is Fascia Hub members. And so every month they get a free webinar on fascia and fascia related topics. And this month, of course, it's Biotensegrity month. So they're getting Chris and they're getting Bruna Petito. And you are talking about closed kinematic chains and doing your experiential, very experiential
Mhm.
version of that, and really helping people to understand that.
And
And
Bruno's going to take it into movement.
oh, lovely.
Because we always
Into
have this
that's
question.
fantastic. Yeah,
You can go into the concepts, but you want to have an embodied experience. And
absolutely.
then I'm sure the Fascia Hub, I know the Fascia Hub has a lot of manual therapists and such, but you also have movement practitioners.
Loads of
And
movement motivators.
Bruna is, well, you saw her presentation at the International
Yeah,
Fascia Research Congress. She's really using
yeah,
movement and applying biotensegrity to
yes.
her practice.
So, and then
Amazing.
on the Sunday, we've got a very exciting special event. Many of you will know Wilbur Kelsick. He is Dr. Wilbur Kelsick. He's a chiropractor originally, but he does so much, doesn't he? He's an elite athlete trainer and health specialist. And he's always to be seen at the Olympic Games. And we had a chat with him at the Tokyo Games a couple of
Mm.
months ago. And he was at the Winter Olympics with his clients, whatever he calls them, his athletes.
Yeah.
And he'll be back by now, and he's going to bring two of his athletes, runner. There's Aaron Brown
Brown.
and there's Felicia George, who are
Yes.
Canadians. I can't wait to meet
And
them.
medal winners.
Medal winners with a lot to say about training, I imagine. And so you'll see on the link that Chris is going to give you the special event, and that is going to be looking at how 21st century fascial anatomy, biotensegrity, and interoception employed and used intelligently in training, and an awareness of this can will in you see, I'm not looking at a guy. I'm not looking at a title. I'm doing this from my head. Sorry. Will improve and enhance performance under high pressure. And
Okay, so you are really doing the work. You're bridging these communities. You're bringing
thank you.
people who are interested in, not just interested in fascia, but really diving deep into fascia. And then you're bringing biotensegrity to them. What are you hoping that people are going to be talking about when they come away from this weekend?
I hope that they'll have, and I'm sure they will have, if they're not already got this concept, will have this different concept, this 21st century concept of the body, that we are not a series of limbs. We don't, that we are not a series of segregated limbs, like in the books, the old books, that we
Mhm.
are one unique, united, constantly adapting, organic being. And this is fascia at the heart of it, and biotensegrity at the heart of how it all works. And
Mhm.
it's all connected, toes to nose, back to front, everything's connected, that there's no such thing as an isolated part of the body, and it's, let's get rid of the isolation all the way
Yeah.
around, shall we? In
Yeah.
humans and in our bodies, let's join up and connect. And that's how our bodies work. And this will make sense
Yes.
of that for everyone.
Yes, and I hope that people will come away inspired
I hope
and
so. Yes.
interested to learn more, because that is one of the things is that both of these fields have so much
Mm.
depth to them, and it's my hope that we can inspire people to play in both parks, sort of thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. And they can sign up for your emails and just get your emails and keep in
Yeah.
touch,
Yeah, we'll have
like
that at
I
the
do, and then
webinar.
dive into things. They can sign up, for our emails, they can keep in touch and dive in and have a little look, have a
Yeah.
feel, and see what it's all about.
Yeah, and we're
Get
gonna
the newsletter, see
also,
what it's about, and learn.
yes, learn. We are all people who love learning, aren't we?
Yeah,
We're
and we're
going
still
to
learning.
offer a special for your members as well for
Yes.
Trailblazers.
Well, thank you. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So we're thrilled to be doing that. I rather than a discount, because Biotensegrity Trailblazers is pay what you can.
Oh,
As
that sounds
you and
good.
I had been talking earlier, we want things to be accessible for people. Now, it wasn't when you were a member, but it is now.
No,
And
it's accessible.
so we're going to offer your members a month free, but
Yes.
they
Thank you.
have to be
Thank you.
members for that.
Okay.
But before we close here, one last thing.
Mm.
So, for somebody who is thinking about joining a membership community, could be the Fascia Hub, could be Biotensegrity Trailblazers. I'm sure there's other communities as well, but let's focus on the things that you and I are really excited about. I wonder, what would you say about the experience of being a trailblazer and what people might gain by being part of this community?
Well, that's the word, isn't it? It's community.
Yeah.
It's like in COVID, every Friday night, or as often as you could do them, that was my tribe. And they speak my language.
Yeah.
Because if I find myself in a room with people who are really biomechanically minded, I feel a little bit lost. And they don't understand what I'm talking about. And I understand what they're talking about because I was brought up in it originally, but they don't understand what I'm talking about. I went to the gym recently and I was trying to talk to somebody about training in the gym, but using rotational movement spirals. They said, yes, yes. They had no idea. Bless them. They were passionate about their work, but they spoke a different language, you
Yes,
know,
yes.
and this is not just a different language. This is the new language.
It
This is
is.
the